Hi everybody, welcome to this Wall Street News. According to the National Federation of Independent Business, the NFIB Small Business Optimism Index increased from 95.8 in April to 98.8 in May. On Tuesday, TSMC announced its net revenue for May was approximately 320.52 billion new Taiwan dollars, down 8.3% from the previous month. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics reported Wednesday that the Consumer Price Index rose 0.1% in May, month over month, below expectations of a 0.2% gain. 10-year Treasury yield falls to 4.4% after the CPI report was released. On Wednesday, after the bell, Oracle Corporation announced financial results for fiscal 2025 Q4 ended May 31st. The company expects current quarter's revenue to decrease 5% quarter over quarter, but it expects full-year revenue to rise 16% on a yearly basis. According to the National Federation of Independent Business, the NFIB Small Business Optimism Index increased from 95.8 in April to 98.8 in May. The NFIB chief economist Bill Dunkelberg said, quote, "While the economy will continue to stumble along until the major sources of uncertainty are resolved, owners reported more positive expectations on business conditions and sales growth." Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company Limited announced Tuesday that its net revenue decreased 8.3% from 349.57 billion new Taiwan dollars in April to 320.52 billion new Taiwan dollars in May, up 39.6% from 229.62 billion new Taiwan dollars in May last year. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics reported Wednesday that the Consumer Price Index increased 0.1% in May from the previous month, up 2.4% over the last 12 months, in line with expectations. The Food Index increased 0.3%, and the Index for Energy decreased 1% in May, as the Gasoline Index fell 2.6% over the month. The core CPI, excluding food and energy, increased 0.1% in May, month over month, up 2.8% from the previous year, below expectations of a 2.9% increase. The Shelter Index increased 0.3% over the month, up 3.9% year over year. The US dollar index had risen to over 99 after the jobs report came in stronger than expected in May last Friday, but it falls to 98.37 after the weaker than expected CPI data released on Wednesday. 10-year Treasury yield had also risen above 4.5% on the jobs report last Friday. Then it falls to 4.4% as the CPI numbers came in softer than expected. For the US stock market, S&P 500 fell 0.27%, and the Dow Jones Industrial Average was almost flat on Wednesday. The tech-heavy Nasdaq dropped 0.5%. On Wednesday after the bell, Oracle Corporation announced financial results for fiscal 2025 Q4 ended May 31st. The company reported $15.9 billion of revenue for Q4 ended May 31st, up 13% from the previous quarter, above its previously estimated guidance of $15.6 billion. Operating income increased 17% from $4.36 billion in Q3 to $5.11 billion in Q4. When it comes to the guidance, the company expects current quarter's revenue to be between $14.9 billion and $15.2 billion, the midpoint of $15.1 billion, down 5% quarter over quarter. Despite the 5% decrease in the quarterly guidance, shares of Oracle jumped more than 7% in extended trading on Wednesday due to its full-year guidance, rising 16% year-over-year. Oracle CEO Safra Catz said during the conference call, quote, "Since it's the beginning of fiscal year 2026, I'd like to comment on the financial acceleration we expect to see in the coming years. So for fiscal year 26, I expect that total cloud revenue will grow over 40% in constant currency, up from 24% in fiscal year 25. I expect the cloud infrastructure revenue will grow over 70%, up from 51% in fiscal year 25. I expect total revenue will be at least $67 billion, up 16% in constant currency and up more than $1 billion from our prior guidance." Okay, this is the end of today's news. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.